Hey, good morning, friends. Mark Holmes here with my buddy Cowboy Joe Boo, and as always, thank you guys for watching, commenting, and subscribing to the Joe Boo Sports Report. Without you guys, this literally does not work. Let's get open for business this morning here on Don't Sleep on the Dallas Cowboys, because you literally cannot sleep on the Dallas Cowboys because things happen late in the evening, late at night, first thing in the morning. So you want to be up to speed with all that is America's team. Now I got to tell you, last night, Green Bay Packers versus Seattle, and this is now the time of season that we really have to pay attention to everything that's going on. If we were rooting for a team last night, it would have been actually for the Packers, because we lost to Seattle, and Seattle holds in a tiebreaker with us. If we have the same record, they'll go to head, and since we lost to them, that hurts us, as well as the Carolina Panthers. So that's making it much more difficult for us to be a wild card playoff team. And that's right, I'm talking about playoffs. Playoffs? You're talking about playoffs? Are you kidding me? Playoffs? Yes, we're talking about playoffs. The Green Bay Packers, of course, losing. They've got that tie game and everything else. We hadn't played them directly, so they would go back to conference record and things like that. So it would have been better for Green Bay to have won for us. So our main hope and focus needs to be getting past the Washington Redskins and, of course, winning your division, because you win the division, you may play wild card weekend, but at least you have a home game. So we got to catch the Redskins. Redskins are playing the Texans team, which has run off 6 straight, red hot and all that. The Redskins are beat down. We, of course, have the Atlanta Falcons, not an easy task on the road, with a team that's up and down as well, and so forth. But one thing I want to say about that game last night, because it's always funny, because I get text messages and instant messages and stuff, and people are keeping me up to speed and things. And I didn't actually watch the whole game. I watched some of it, but I was just tired last night. My wrist was killing me, my knee was killing me, and went to bed early. But the thing that I remember watching that game, and just like most games, Aaron Rodgers misses some players. Sometimes he overthrows a guy, and they'll make a great play to get there. They'll end up adjusting to the ball and things. And don't get me wrong, Aaron Rodgers is one of the best quarterbacks in the history of the NFL. But my point is not every single pass that a player makes, a quarterback makes, is perfect. And that goes for Aaron Rodgers. That goes for Tom Brady. Because if you look at Tom Brady last week, Tom Brady had some, shots over the ground that were off. There were misses. That's not to say that Tom Brady isn't great. It's just the way it is in football. But we've gotten to the point where we micro-analyze every single pass play. And anytime Dak misses 1 or 2 or 3 passes like everybody else does, immediately they say he sucks. I'm not saying that Dak Prescott is Aaron Rodgers or Tom Brady, but no quarterback hits perfect on every single pass. Nobody does. But because Dak Prescott is micro-analyzed, you expect that every single pass is going to be perfect. It's not. It's just not, for nobody. And maybe what I'll do is I'll take a game, a Tom Brady game, and I will just go ahead and get clips of showing you passes that are off. So that way you can understand that this is somewhat of a norm, that you're not always going to have a perfect pass every single time. That's not to say that Dak doesn't need to have more that are better. He does. He does. But the minute there's one pass that might be, if it's not in the hands, because a lot of times Aaron Rodgers' passes might be over here. It might be over here. But that's okay because this guy caught it. You understand where I'm going with that. But anyway, this week is key. It's a playoff game. We got to get a win. No ifs, ands, or buts about it. And one of the things that we've been hearing a lot about lately is Jason Garrett and whether or not he's going to be replaced. We don't know. We've heard rumors of that for years. If the Cowboys make the playoffs, there's a better chance that he returns. Let's be honest with you. We know that Jerry Jones does not want to make a change. Although we keep hearing rumors about Lincoln Riley that if he's offered the job, he'd have a hard time passing it up. But I'm going to tell you one thing that I like about what we did on defense. I don't necessarily want my coach out fighting the opposition in the middle of a scuffle, but I do like my coach to fight for his players. I think about how Bill Parcells was the lightning rod. His players screw up. He would be the one on Monday that would bring the focus in on him, not his players. He would always protect his players. And I look at a lot of the great coaches out there, that's one of the things that they do. Joe Gibbs would never throw a player under the bus. Tom Landry wouldn't throw a player under the bus. They would keep it off of them and allow the players to understand, hey, look, you screwed up. Here's what we need to do. We're going to fix this. And that's one of those things that I don't necessarily see with Jason Garrett. More times than not, when you hear a press conference, well, Dak's got to do a better job of this, that, and the other on that one. Or, well, you can't have the defense give up. No. Bill Parcells will be up there and say, it's on me. I should have called a better play in that situation. I should have had the players better prepared for this. I should have. They take ownership of the team and the problems with it. They're the guy who you knew when you screwed up, not in the press. You knew when you came on the back of that sidelines, there's hell to pay. You're going to be held responsible for your action. If you end up screwing up, a missed assignment, a dumbass penalty, lack of effort, you were going to deal with the Jimmy Johnson. Or you might be just the hell out of there. But in the same respect, it wasn't always just a foot in your ass, because they knew when to give a guy a hug. To understand, hey man, it's okay. We're going to fix this. It's going to be better. You're going to learn from this and get stronger. You'd see instances where Bill Parcells and Phil Simms are going at it on the sidelines, and he'd tell them, shut the F up and sit your ass down. Jimmy Johnson, same thing. Emotional, caring. You see that lip, and he'd blow that air. Because you knew inside it bothered him if things weren't perfect. That's what I see with Chris Richard. When they're winning, excited as can be. In practice, not a game now, in practice, running around like a crazy man, excited, happy, motivating. As a field general. In charge. And that's translated on that defense. It's the best defense we've had in a long, long time. Homegrown guys that have come up in the system under Rod Martinelli, under now Chris Richard, out there playing all out. And they've taken on the mentality of a Chris Richard. We ain't taking crap from anybody. This is our turf. You're coming to our side of the field, and you're going to get knocked out. That, my friends, is the difference between a Chris Richard and a Jason Garrett. or a Bill Parcells and Jason Garrett, or a Jimmy Johnson, or a Tom Landry. It's that killer instinct. It's that attitude. It's that raw emotion. It's that fight and desire to win at all costs. I wish Jason Garrett had that killer instinct. But whoever will be the coach of the Dallas Cowboys going forward, you want that guy to have that killer instinct. All right. You know, you have the best laid plans of how things are going to work out, what you're going to do, and everything else, and then all of a sudden, boom, stuff changes. And you have to adapt and overcome. We had snow over here at our house, and I've got some rental properties where I got a tree that's laying on the house and several trees that are down. Unfortunately, Waynesboro got hit by the ice storm really bad. Most of the city is without power, and I got to get this tree off the house. So I've got to head on down the country. I got to make sure my chainsaw's okay, and take care of some business down there and get this tree off. So got to adapt and overcome and do what you got to do to handle business. Hope you guys tune in tonight. We'll be here live streaming as always, talking about what else? The Dallas Cowboys. Thank you all for all of your support, and I will see you guys soon.